How's it going, everybody? Just getting set up here, so bear with me. If you're watching this on the replay, this is how we normally go on Sunday nights. Sunday nights at 9 o'clock, we have a live stream. And so glad that you're here tonight. Hopefully, we'll have some people just to talk about a few different things. Summer Serve is going to be coming up real soon. We'll also have our family will be going on vacation here coming up, and so there's just a lot of good stuff happening right now. And then I have kind of a crazy story from yesterday as well, and maybe I'll show you what that led to. But anyways, tell me how your Sunday was. Had a little more informal tonight, and so I know last week we talked about the election, and we could talk about those results if anyone's still interested in talking about that. But I think most people are very excited to be over maybe the election, so I don't have any more of those videos on my channel for a while. I know a lot of people appreciate it, but I know a lot of people that bores you as well. So, anyways, how are you doing? What's going on in your life? How was your Sunday? What's been happening? Give me all the details. I'm pulling up the comments here, so bear with me. It's been really weird. The YouTube keeps changing their live streaming setup, and so I have to go into the old system. It takes me to the new system, then it takes me back to the old system. It's really odd, but it just takes me some extra steps here. Okay, almost there. So anyway, summer's coming up. We have Summer Serve going to be beginning real soon. Hopefully, we'll have a couple of small projects here over the next couple weeks, and so we're gathering up the rest of the stuff for that. However, I won't be here for that stuff for those two projects, and we're going to have our big kind of Summer Serve launch will be on June 15th, and so very, very excited for that. We have big plans for this year. Hopefully, we'll be able to accomplish even half of what we want to do, and we'll continue to make an impact in the city. I was thinking there weren't as many yards this year, so we wouldn't cut as much grass, but it looks like we're still going to cut some grass. As I was driving around the city, it looks like there's still going to be some need out there, so we'll do some of that kind of stuff. And then this year we're planning on doing hopefully some projects that will last longer, so more painting projects, more porch repairs, hopefully some pressure washing. We're looking at buying our own pressure washer, so we'll try to have some of that stuff going on too. So I don't know. I'm pretty pumped about it. I'd love to have some more volunteers. I'd love to meet some more of you guys if you wanted to come out and just hang out on a Saturday morning and do some work. We do work hard, but it's not difficult ever. It's just kind of, let's get together, let's hang out, let's do some stuff together and make our city a better place to live. Learn more about each other and serve together. It just brings people closer together whenever you can take some time and really, I don't know. It's like a bonding experience for me. So hopefully y'all will consider joining one of those events this summer. In general, it's every Saturday. The only ones we normally take off are around the beginning of July, like 4th of July weekend. Although this year the 4th looks like it's on a Thursday, so we may still do a project that Saturday, but we'll see. And then hopefully this year too, since we're not doing as much grass, maybe we'll do some other small projects through the fall. I know a lot of people say they're always kind of disappointed in the fact that summer serves over and then we don't have any projects going on. But maybe we could do a couple in September, and if we have some more leaders, we could do some we could do projects all the way up to this till the snow flies. As long as I don't have to do all of them, I can make that happen. But I don't know. I'm pretty excited for where we're headed as a community, and I don't know. I just want to see it get better and better. All right, finally got comments. 3D Maker Kids here first. Summer's here. Crazy Potatoes here. Roblox is here. 3D Maker Kid says, I didn't think that there would be a live stream tonight. Why didn't you think there would be a live stream tonight? Let's see. Hello, Pastor Andy, says Gene. Meatloaf says, thank goodness, giving me a snooze with these politics. The politics is over for a little while, at least. Might have some politic um, podcast episodes. I'm trying to get maybe all four commissioner candidates in like a roundtable discussion and just kind of go through different issues in the city. I think that would be pretty cool, but we'll see if that actually happens or not. Let's see. Swan's in the house. Good to see you. Crazy Potatoes here. 3D Maker Kid's already leaving. What's up, man? Swan says, last Sunday I went for the Game of Thrones finale and missed your feed. What a mistake. Lesson learned. Well, the Game of Thrones finale is once in a lifetime. The live stream should be every week. So I understand. I get it. It was a cultural phenomenon that's now over. Let's see. Meatloaf said, I had some bomb chicken, like nuclear chicken. Nuclear chicken does not sound good. I don't know why, but I don't know. It just doesn't sound appetizing, but I'm going to take your word for it that it was really good. Gene says, you're the best, Pastor Andy. I don't know about that, but thank you. I appreciate it. I enjoy you too. Swan says, I think politics will be gearing up pretty soon. It will gear up again, but we'll be in November for our county politics at least. Then national politics, I'll stay out of that. I'm not really interested in making videos about Donald Trump versus whoever. But I'm sure that will be a topic of discussion. I'm sure it'll come up in live streams now and again, and I'm sure I'll give my I'm sure I'll give my 2 cents on it more than once. But yeah, I won't. I don't want to do any specific videos about that. Let's see. Okay, so crazy story. Yesterday, we came home and my wife said she went and did the chickens. She brings them water and stuff at lunchtime, and so she went up to check the chickens and she said the bees were going crazy. They were just bees everywhere, and I looked out the window and I could see from, I don't know, it's probably 100 feet away at least. I could see a big clump of dark spot on our pine tree. And so I went out or I didn't even go out. I said, I think they're on the pine tree. I think there's a swarm. And so we went out together. My wife is deathly afraid of bees. Last year, if you remember one of the videos, I was stung many, many times last year. I actually had venom poisoning. And so that was an interesting experience. But we went out and I was able to, I have an empty beehive. So it was fantastic luck that this happened right there. And so cut the branch off of the tree cut it with one hand and grab the branch with the other with all the bees on it. I'm talking like thousands and thousands of bees, and got it over to the empty hive. Dumped all the bees in there, and then I had to make a lot of space in there, so I took out a lot of the frames from last year. And so I ended up processing honey today. I got a free swarm, and I found the queen as well. So the queen is in there. She is alive and well. She's healthy, and I got all the honey processed this afternoon. It's not what I was planning to do because we're trying to get ready for vacation, so I really didn't have extra time. But I got to process honey and got a free swarm out of it. And I don't know if any of you have ever done anything with bees, but we're talking probably. I think last year when I bought bees, they were like $150 to get a small pack of bees with a queen. And so they're very expensive. You want them to live many, many years, and then hopefully, you would you'd get a lot of honey out of it and kind of make your money back. I use them for gardening purposes, and I have all these fruit trees. So for me, it's a positive thing to have bees around for pollinating. So it's pretty cool. We have we have one hive that's completely full to the top, with three boxes or supers as they call them, and then the other one is now 2 of them are full of bees already, and so they'll start filling up the third one and building more honeycomb and all that kind of stuff. And we're thinking now when we come back from vacation, the one box is so full that we're gonna have to take some honey out of it too. But Let me show you what I got. Maybe you can check it out here. So these are half-gallon jars. So I got a full gallon and almost a full gallon here. And then I have some other stuff tonight. Whenever I take you take the honey and you boil it off. So this is all the wax on the top of this one. So we'll have probably another, I don't know, maybe almost another half gallon out of that one there in the freezer. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Honey, especially raw honey from a local source, yeah, it can be really expensive. So for me to get a gallon and a half for free like that is pretty awesome. So that took us some of my time yesterday and some of my time today. So now we only have really one more full day until vacation. So I got a lot to do tomorrow. So I don't know. I might even cut this live stream off a little bit early tonight so I can get some extra rest and get started tomorrow. But if there's anything else you guys want to talk about, let me know. I see some comments here from Randall. No idea what you're talking about. Oh, AJ's eating sloppy joes. That sounds like a good day, man. Sounds really good. Okay, Krista says, "Excuse me, Mr. Ladislaw, but nuclear pretty much means way better than bomb." Okay, so it's like bomb to another level. I guess I'm not hip to the lingo, Krista, but I appreciate you teaching me. Thank you. Krista says, "Talk about your mother. She sounds nice." And so hopefully you guys will meet my mom. Hopefully she'll be in the videos here coming up over the next couple weeks. As those of you that don't know, we're planning to go to Minnesota, and so that's where I'm originally from. So I've had a lot of people request for me to make videos about where I'm from and that kind of stuff. So hopefully I'll make a few videos while I'm there. My parents live right on the lake in Minnesota. Well, the cabin that we're staying on is right between two lakes, one on the east and one on the west. And so hopefully I'll be able to get some beautiful footage and some good drone shots, that kind of stuff, and be able to tell some cool stories about where I grew up. We're planning to go hiking, hopefully a couple times. Also planning to the start of the Mississippi River is there in Minnesota, so hopefully we'll go and get to visit there. It's pretty cool. You can go to the Mississippi and you can actually walk across it. And so as long as the water's low enough, the rocks right there, you can walk right across the Mississippi River. So it's kind of a neat thing, and I'm very excited to see bring my kids there. And my kids, ever since last year, we've been trying to get to a fire tower and walk up a fire tower. I know there's a couple there in Minnesota, and so hopefully we'll be able to get on a fire tower because my kids have been all jacked up about that since we went to Maryland. They went on, well, at the time they were only 5 years old and 4 years old, and we went on a 3 mile hike uphill. And they made it the entire way, the entire hike, just because they wanted to see this fire tower. They wanted to climb it. And we got up there, and it was closed. It was so disappointing for them. And so hopefully when we get to Minnesota, the fire tower will be open, and we'll be able to finally get them up on there. It's been one of their dreams. Let's see here. Oh, and don't forget the stars. Yeah, Krista wants to see the stars in the western states. I will try, but like I told you before, the camera is going to have a struggle to actually, capture the stars as they have to be captured. But I'll try. Swan says, "I walked across this Mississippi. Too cool." You actually been there, Swan? You been to that place, or you walked across the Mississippi another spot? I don't know. Let me know. Vincento says, "You speak Portuguese." I do not speak Portuguese. I speak a little bit of Spanish, but and so by nature I can read a little bit of Portuguese. I can figure out maybe what some of the Portuguese is saying, but I can do more Spanish than Portuguese for sure. I've been to Peru, I think, 4 times now, and so every time I go to Peru, I pick up some more Spanish, and then I try to practice it every now and again here at home. Of course, I don't practice nearly as much as I should. I just don't have the time. But I wish that I knew better Spanish. Let's see. Little Rig says, "Hi Andrew, it's Isaiah Riggle. Good to have you, Isaiah. I'm not sure that I've ever met you before, but I'm glad that you're here tonight. That's awesome. And Swan says, I have, wherever the origin is. So you were in Minnesota for sure. It's called Lake Itasca, is where it starts, and it's Itasca State Park, and that is the origin of the Mississippi River. So Tim Wolf says, Hello, Andrew. Just got home from a nice day with friends and too much food. Hope things are well back in Kittanning. We finally got some warm weather here in Colorado. Yeah, I saw that in Colorado they had snow again there were like college graduations happening with blizzards around it. Is that actually true? And then I saw on the radar today there was still snow happening in California in the mountains, and I was like, man, this has been a crazy year out west. You guys have had a really interesting winter. We've had just like the mildest winter that I can ever remember, and it's been so nice here. Even the spring has been nice. We had a couple weeks of rain, but other than that, we haven't really had the mud of years past that I remember. We didn't have the snow this year. We didn't seem to have even that much cold. I don't know. It was just seemed like a really easy winter for me, but maybe I'm alone in that sentiment. Let's see. What else was I going to talk about? There was one other thing. No, I think that's it. It was vacation. It was the bees, and it was summer serve. And so I think that's it, you guys. I think I'm gonna bounce out early tonight. I know I normally try to go at least a half an hour, but next week's gonna be a struggle as well. I'll put a note on I'll put a note on here if you guys. Does anyone ever actually check? There's the the posts where you can post on YouTube. I'll try to post on YouTube and I'll post on the Facebook page. If I can't make it for a live stream, then I'll just let you know that we can't do that for a couple weeks. But if not, I'll definitely have videos being put up through that time. I have another video about my trip to North Carolina, and then I have 2 Summer Serve preview videos coming, and then hopefully I'll have a video on our big plan for the vision for Kittanning for the future. So we'll see if that happens, and hopefully I can get all that stuff done tomorrow, and we'll be rolling. But it's gonna be a good vacation. I'm gonna miss Kittanning, of course. I know I'm excited to go, but by the end of vacation, I'm always excited to come back. Hopefully, we'll come back rested, ready to go, ready to make a huge impact in the city. And I know that you guys are gonna do a good job while I'm gone. So I continue to make the city a better place. I continue to pour your lives out for the glory of God, and we'll just I don't know, we'll just see you real soon. A couple more comments here. Tim says, my truck got crunched this week. A 400-pound branch fell off of our big tree. That's crazy. Hopefully you weren't in the car at the time, and hopefully there's not too much damage. Kevin says, hope you guys have fun and drive safe. Thank you, sir. We got a 17-hour drive one way, so we'll have 34 more hours in the car on top of the 18, 19 I had last week. So lots of driving lately. Tim says, lots of wet snow this week. A lot of broken trees from snow. Wow, I can't believe that. It's almost June. How is that possible? But anyway. Let's see. Swan says, it can be hard to make the greatest city in the world even greater, but we can try. I'm sure that you can accomplish it, Swan. I'm sure you can accomplish it. But anyways, big plans for the year. Like I said, summer serve the next couple weeks. If you're interested in serving at all, Kevin said that he would plan on leading a couple groups for us. So even if we had 5 or 6 people to make a difference in the city over the next couple weeks, that would be awesome. You can meet at Living Water Church, 8 o'clock in the morning. Normally just work for, to maybe noon or 1 o'clock, something like that. So it's not a long day. And this is actually the best time of year to do it, because normally we have cool mornings and nice, and it's nice by the middle of the day, and then you have the whole rest of your day ahead of you. You've served your city, you've done your part, and made a little bit of a difference. So. Kevin, I did identify 2 houses today, so I will pass those numbers along to you, and I'll try to have all the equipment and stuff ready to go for you before I leave. So it's on my list of things to do tomorrow. But I think that's it, guys. I'm gonna head out, and I'll definitely have videos coming up. There'll be a lot of content coming your way. I have like 4 or 5 videos to edit before I even get into Minnesota stuff. So It's gonna be awesome. Kevin says, I just texted you that. Yeah, I will let you know. I promise. I won't leave you hanging, Kevin. Let's see. Good night, Pastor Andy. May the blessing of the Lord be upon you. Bless you in the name of the Lord. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Swan wants more history of Kittanning coming up. I got at least a dozen ideas for that. So we'll probably get through summer, and I'll really focus on that this fall and this winter. So very excited about it. Okay, guys, have a good one. Enjoy your Sunday night.